Are you frustrated from making the wrong choices over and over again? Are you so done with doubting yourself and questioning yourself over and over again after having just overcome the resistance to making a decision? Hi, I'm Antje Boyd, founder of the Find the One Summit and How to Find the Right Man.com. And today we are going to talk about the 3 secrets how to trust yourself. So now, first and foremost, what I've really found in my work, in working with over 400 women in over 10 years of my own experience, is this lack of self-trust. Now let's talk for a moment. What is self-trust? Self-trust is when you have this innate instinct inside of yourself. You know when to make the right decision. You know when to lean in and when to lean back. You feel when something is off and you act accordingly. And this is the key here. You act accordingly. Because what I've also heard over and over again is that the famous red flags were visible from the beginning on. So they will be felt, right? The woman felt them. You felt them. But you didn't act on them. So you didn't trust. So it's really the connection between the feeling of it and the action of it. And so today, I'm going to present to you 3 keys how to gain self-trust. So here's where it's really where you struggle with self-trust, right? And what self-trust really leads to, not having self-trust, leads you in having the wrong friends, leads you not leaving your job, leads you into attracting the right man into your life, to staying in relationships that are disrespectful and sometimes even abusive for way too long, girlfriend, right? And you deep and sad inside of yourself because you know you deserve better, right? Or you keep asking like 10 girlfriends, 20 girlfriends, all your family for their advice, and you're still not making a decision, right? So what that leaves you is that feeling of stuckness and depression and hopelessness and mediocrity. And you just go year in and year out. You don't feel as anything has changed in your life. This is what it leads to, that lack of self-trust. And this is why you want to tune in very close when I reveal the 3 keys to gain more self-trust. Secret numero 1. You want to actually listen to your body versus listening to your head. Listen, girlfriend, I know it firsthand. I always ask my brain and my super uber controller self, right? Well, I felt like, you know this feeling when you feel you're sick to your stomach, or you just have this like gut feeling, or your girlfriend even says like, what does your gut tell you what you should do, right? And what do? You go right back into your head and you analyze based on, is this a safe decision to make? Is this a decision that keeps me still in control? Does this decision make sense? Is it a reasonable decision, right? Versus just really trusting, even when it's not logical and it doesn't make any sense at all, to listen to your inner, to your body. If there's something off, if you just feel like there's something stuck in your throat, you know that feeling sometimes too, right? So that's what you want to pay attention to. Number 2, you want to start telling the truth. So we all know those white little lies. Oh, I was just, 5 minutes late, or I was stuck in traffic. Well, in reality, you couldn't get off the phone with your girlfriend that you were chatting away with, right? Or you're lying to your coworker or to your boss about why something didn't work out, right? And there's this underlying shame that's really in our culture. It doesn't allow us to really stand and to say, I'm late. I'm late. Because then you would have to be with that sense of shame and that uncomfort and that sense of embarrassment. And you don't want to be with that because it's painful. And it feels so uncomfortable and it feels so awkward. However, in order to trust yourself, you have to learn to tell the truth, even the smallest little things, right? Like even when I tell my husband, of like almost 3 years now, by the way, like if I just find something where I'm like, oh, wait, it was actually 15 minutes, or, I didn't do what he told me to do, right? To just be honest with that as well. Because then, number one, you trust yourself, and that will in turn help you to trust the other man in your life as well. Because guess what, girlfriend? You attract who you're being. Whether you like it or not, that's what happens. In my tip number 3, my final tip is to take action. To take action, right? Because if you just stay in your analysis paralysis in your head and roll over the idea over and over again, guess what? You get a whole lot of, you're right, nothing. So welcome to the land of nothingness. So you don't want that at all, right? You want to have excitement in your life. You want to feel supported. You want to feel happy. You want to feel fulfilled. I know you want that. So take the action and overcome this fear of failure, because that honestly keeps you from taking the action. It's the fear of failure, of looking not good enough, of looking stupid, of being excluded, whatever you are on the disc, right? And we're going to talk about that in another video. But that's what you're truly afraid of. That's what keeps you from taking action. So girlfriend, get over yourself and lean in. There's a saying, fear is the only thing that gets smaller when you face it and you stare it in the face. So let's summarize what we talked about today, right? Shall we? So key number one, you actually connect with your body, right? And you listen, what's inside? What is your gut telling you? Number 2, you start telling the truth, even the slightest, widest lies. And even if it's like you were not 10 minutes late, but 50 minutes late, whatever it is, usually it shows up in small ways, right? And number 3, you take action and you move forward and you do something different and you overcome your resistance and you commit, because I know that's what you want. You want to have a committed relationship, don't you? So if any of this resonates with you at all, if you want to go deeper, if you want to find out what are your blind spots that holding you back from taking the steps forward, or from telling the truth, or from connecting to your body, then I invite you to come on a call with me, 1 hour long, to our Find the Right Man discovery call, where we go to the bottom, to the root of the cause, and help you uncover what's really lying underneath, what really keeps you stuck in that rut, in that Groundhog Day experience, right? So if that's you, go to my website right now, howtofindtherightman.com, howtofindtherightman.com, and grab that slot as long as it's available. Get yourself on the phone and get yourself a whole new 2017. So with that, it all starts with yourself. So if you want to experience more trust, if you want to attract more trust, if you want to trust men more, if you want to attract more trustworthy men, then this is for you. It starts with you. You have to trust yourself. Antje Boyd, I'm signing off.